Hello everyone, this is my homework 3 chart. Number 1, the headline is to control the 7 segment using Arduino and C# programming. First, let me introduce the program. This program is in Arduino. We can see the program step by step. The sharp-defined directives are used to create symbolic constants or macros. Next pin is defined as pin 4. This pin is typically used to latch the data to an output device, like a shift register or LED matrix, ensure that the data is transferred correctly. Clock pin is defined as pin 7. This is often the clock pin used to synchronize data transfer. It can pause to signal when data should be read or written. Data pin is defined as pin 8. This pin is used for transferring the actual data in the context of a shift register. This would be where the bits of data are sent in serial form. This function is to be intended for sending data to a specific segment of a display or similar device. Segment number. This parameter likely identifies which segment or position you want to send data to. Hex value. This parameter likely represents the data you want to send to the segment. In summary, this function sends the specified hex value to the segment identified by segment number. The hex value is sent to the shift register. Each of these hexadecimal values controls which segments are lit on the 7-segment display. Line 7. It represents the digital 0 in a typical 7-segment display encoding. This might light up segment A, B, C, D, E, and F, but not G. Line 8. It represents the digital 1. This lights up segments B and C. Line 9. It represents the digital 2. This lights up segments A, B, D, E, and G. Line 10. It represents the digital 3. This lights up segments A, B, C, D, and G. Line 11. It represents the digital 4. This lights up segments B, C, F, and G. Line 12. It represents the digital 4. This lights up segments A, C, D, F, and G. Line 13. It represents the digital 6. This lights up segments A, C, D, E, F, and G. Line 14. It represents the digital 7. This lights up segments A, B, and C. Line 15. It represents the digital 8. This lights up all segments. Line 16. It represents the digital 9. This lights up segments A, B, C, D, F, and G. Line 17. It represents an off state where no segments are lit. It defines the pin connected to the buzzer. It looks like we are defining constants for selecting different segments or perhaps different displays. It defines an integral variable named flag and initializes it to 0. It's a convention way to manage the selection of different segments, different segments or displays in our project. Each bit in the array represents a unique bit button for selecting a particular segment or display. It ensures serial communication at a bottom world of 9,000 and 1,600 bits per second. It configures the pin connected to dash pin as an output pin. It configures the pin connected to click dash pin as an output pin. It configures the pin connected to data dash pin as an output pin. And it means that the programmer provided are used to turn off all segments or displays by sending the XOR value to each segment. It's a straightforward way to read and store a line of text from the serial import. The purpose of this is to check if the received data is the string on. If true, it sets the variable's flag to 1. The purpose of this function is to check if the received data is the string of. If true, it sets the variable flag to 0. The code snippet as provided shows how us use the flag to control the display output of a 7-segment display. If this flag is set, we will it circles through displaying digital 0 to 9 on a single segment and then turn it off. If the flag is not set, all segments are turned off. The purpose of this is to check if the flag is set. If the flag is set, it executes the block of code within the statement. The function is called repeatedly with different digital value to show digital 0 through 9 on select -1. A delay of 1 second between each digital ensures that each digital is visible for a short period before changing to the next. After showing digital 9, after shows a digital line, the display goes back to 0 and finally turns off the segment with X off. The purpose of this is to execute if the flag is not set. The purpose of this is to set the latch pin to low. This prepares the shift register to receive new data. By setting the latch pin to low, you're turning the shift register to not update its outputs yet. It sends the hex value to the shift register via the data dash pin. The clock pin is used to clock the data into the shift register. It sends the segment dash number to the shift register. This typically selects which segment or digital you are addressing. It sends the latch pin to high. This command tells the shift register to latch the new data into its output register. This program uses C# language. After opening Visual Studio, we first create the interface shown on the right, then indent the program. Now we can see the program step by step. The code snippet you will provide show a C# using directive list for a Windows Forms application that communicates with several ports. The code snippet we are provided is a simple loop that populates a complex control in a Windows Forms application with items from a string array or collections. This is a for loop that iterates over each string in the string pool names collections. Inside the loop, each string n from the collection string pool names is added to the item collections of the combox control. This populates the combox with the items from the collection. The code snippet we've provided is setting the initial state and enabling or disabling controls in a Windows Forms application. It sets the selected indicate of the combox to 0. It enables the combox, making it interactive. It enables the button, making it clickable. This line sets the text property of combox 1 to unavailable, indicating the user that something went wrong or that the combox cannot correctly be used. When we click the 7 segment on button, the interface on the left will appear, so that we can write the corresponding program. It sends the string on to the serial port named serial port 1. It starts the timer control named timer 1. It sets the interval of the timer control to 500 milliseconds. When we click the collect on button, collect button, the interface on the left will appear. It creates a new instance of the serial port class. It sets the port name of the serial port to the second item in a combox. It opens the serial port for communication. This enables the buttons 2 and button 3. When we click the 7 segment of a button, the interface on the left will appear. It sends the string off to the serial port named serial port 1. It stops the timbre control named timbre 1. Second, we can see the actual clock during the complaints from this photo. Finally, let's look at the actual value. Thank you for watching. Please give some suggestions.